Welcome Pokemon Go trainers, welcome back to my channel. So this time I'm going to feature Ultra League battles as the rotation has been changed from the Great League to the Ultra League. So this is my team, Swampert, Muk and Talonflame. Let's hop into the first match, very bad lead. So I'm going to save switch into Alolan Muk and got hard answered with the Aurorus. I'm going to throw Dark Pulse immediately. This Dark Pulse will do neutral damage, but Aurorus is very tanky. So Auroras is farming up a lot of energy. This could be possibly a meteor beam. So I'm not going to see shield here. I'm going to save my shields for the Talonflame. So I'm going to throw this Dark Pulse. The second Dark Pulse will do good amount of damage. Auroras is getting low on his health. Auroras throws his energy. This could be possibly a weather ball. And yes, it is. So I'm going to come with Swampert and farm up. I'm not going to throw my energy. Instead, I will save it. This is another meteor beam. That is unfortunate. I'm low on health. I bank a move and then swap into Talonflame just to incinerate him down. And Abomasnow is not swapping out. This tells me that back Pokemon is weak, but it is a Poliwrath. But I do have a fly here so that I can do a good amount of damage. Opponent lets the first one go. I do have a 2 shield, but unfortunately he reaches his move. This could be Icy Wind. So just to be safe, I shield here because Scald would have just one-shotted me. So I'm going to throw this second fly and I get the first shield. I reach the third fly as well. So I'm going to throw this energy immediately. My switch clock is up. So I'm going to combo play with the Hydro Cannon, which was saved earlier. So this Hydro Cannon will get him low. So I'm going to throw my Hydro Cannon immediately before he reaches Icy Wind. This will do neutral damage and Abomasnow decides to throw his energy. I think one Incinerate will be enough to KO the Abomasnow, and yes, it is. Hopefully I can incinerate him, and I have a move stored, I think. So I'm going to shield here. Hopefully Poliwrath does not have move, and it doesn't. So I'm going to throw fly here so that I can one-shot him. So good game. I was able to flip the match and end with the Talonflame. So let's hop into the second match. Gradient versus Swampert. A neutral lead, I would say. So I'm going to farm up to Earthquake just to do a heavy damage. I'm not going to shield here. I'm calling a bait because recently Gradient had got the new move Trailblaze. So I'm going to throw this Earthquake immediately just to do heavy damage. But most of the tanky Pokemon trainers don't shield them, so I go for the heavy hitting move. So I'm going to now spam the Hydro Cannons. This could be a CMP tie, so I'm going to throw this, and this Hydro Cannon gets him low, and yes, it was a CMP tie. This could be another body slam, so I'm letting this go. I'm fine with it, and then I'm going to farm up energy. I'm keep farming it, and I think opponent tries to catch, so I bank a Earthquake and then swap into Alolan Muk because Alolan Muk is very hard answer to the Garatina because of its dark typing, and Garatina is part ghost type, so dark type Pokemons are good against the ghost types, and his fast move Shadow Claw are not threatening to me, but Dragon Claw will keep adding, so I'm going to not shield anything. This is another Dragon Claw. So I'm going to throw my Dark Pulse after one poison jab. This Dark Pulse will do good amount of damage. And opponent lets it go, I think. Yes, it does. And I should reach another Dark Pulse, but I have to take down this Dragon Claw. And this Dragon Claw will do good amount of damage. I'm getting low on my health, so I'm not going to farm up extra. I'm just going to throw my Dark Pulse immediately, and this Dark Pulse will be enough if goes unshielded, and yes, it is. So here comes the Tentacruel, and now I'm in a very big trouble because Tentacruel is farming a lot of energy, and I'm going to throw this Dark Pulse, and opponent has 2 shield and Tentacruel is very tanky. So I'm going to throw this Dark Pulse. I made a combo play with Hydro Cannon on Swampert. I do have a Earthquake loaded, but I decided to just bait him. Let's see if he falls for it. And yes, opponent does shield. Here I was very confused whether I should shield or not, but unfortunately I shield here and I didn't count my move. I was one mud shot away from my Hydro Cannon, and opponent did very good that swapping into Gradient and threw the Body Slam immediately. And I come with Talonflame, and unfortunately Gradient has another Body Slam stored, so I have to take this. And I'm going to farm up. Hopefully he doesn't reach his Scald before I reach Fly. And he does have a shield, he can shield it so that he can debuff me before I throw next one. So I was trying to catch a move, but Incinerate is very slow to register, so I was unable to catch the move here. And this was a Scald, and unfortunate part is I do get the debuff. I throw this fly won't be enough, and I think opponent will reach another move before I reach to Fly or Flame Charge. So I think I should have catch a move here, but it didn't work out. So I think I'm not going to win this game because of the Tentacruel at the back. This is called, and my Alolan Muk has no health left, so he was able to poison jab me down. Let's hop into the third match. This is Pangoro versus Swampert. Opponent running some spicy Pokemons. Pangoro. This should be a Night Slash, not a close combat, so I'm not going to shield here. And I'm farming up. I'm very careful while throwing, but I throw Hydro Cannon or Virizion, which is very unfortunate. A very good catch by my opponent. But I do have one Hydro Cannon stored, so I come with a Talonflame so that I can incinerate him. I'm going to boost my attack by throwing Flame Charge just to boost up my attacks so that it can add up. And just I was wondering why opponent shield here, so I'm going to shield back because Stone Age will one shot me, and it is unfortunately a Leaf Blade bait. I was able to sneak a Incinerate here. I'm not going to shield. This is not a Stone Age, so I'm letting it go. And yes, it is a Leaf Blade. And here comes the Pangoro. I throw Fly immediately, and this Fly will KO if goes unshielded, but opponent decide to shield. I just sneak a Incinerate. This should be a Night Slash. Opponent won't be throwing close combat, and yes, it is a Night Slash, so it's good for me. So I'm going to throw Fly immediately. I was waiting for a turn so that opponent does not catch move again, so I throw this Fly. This Fly is enough, and there is a Steelix at the back. I do have a healthy Swampert, so opponent realizes it and he does quit the match. So let's hop into the fourth match, I think, and it is a Armored Mewtwo, very tanky Pokemon. This Pokemon is very interesting. It has a good amount of bulk, and the Psy Strike on this Pokemon is very deadly. So I'm going to throw this Hydro Cannon and try to catch move on my Alolan Muk just to catch Psy Strike. I catch it on a perfect timing. This should be a Psy Strike, and yes, it is. I caught a Psy Strike on resisted Alolan Muk, and here comes the Mandibus. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep acid spraying so that my poison jab damage will keep on adding. He can throw aerial ace just to do neutral damage. So I'm going to throw first acid spray. This will just keep on decreasing his defense harshly. And I throw first one, and yes, it is. This poison jab will now keep adding, and opponent will keep getting low on his health. Opponent can go for the aerial ace because Dark Pulse is resisted because of its dark typing. So I'm going to farm up. My switch timer is up, so I'm thinking just to acid spray and a combo play with my Swampert, so that one hydro cannon is enough to take out this tanky Pokemon. And yes, I do it. Hopefully it doesn't shield here, and this hydro cannon should be enough to KO. And yes, because two acid spray debuff him a lot, so now I'm going to throw hydro cannon immediately on this Mewtwo before he throws any of his move. And this hydro cannon will do not that much damage because of this tankiness. Look at the damage, it didn't do that much. And I'm going to let it go because I want to save my shields for the Talonflame. And this Side Strike is enough. I come with Talonflame just to incinerate him down. I'm waiting for my switch timer. And yes, opponent will definitely reach his move, so I'm going to shield here just to be safe. And this is Side Strike, I think. And yes, it is. I'm going to flame charge him by after throwing this one incinerate, so that I can boost up my attack. This incinerate will KO. And yes, it is. And here comes the Skunk Tank. I'm going to go for the flame charge so that I can double boost my incinerate. After that I can fast move him down if it lets it go. And yes, it does. And I'm going to just incinerate him. I'm going to shield whatever he throws on me, because my only win con is to save my Talonflame. And it throws Crunch, and I do get the debuff, but one incinerate and opponent decides to quit. So let's hop into the last match. Very good lead, Sandslash versus Swampert. But I have to be very careful because opponent may try to catch a move, either Hydro Cannon or Earthquake. So I'm not throwing it immediately, otherwise I would have won the CMP tie. This is the Ice Punch. I'm letting it go. I'm going to throw, but unfortunately he catches a move, and I think this is Cresselia. And this Hydro Cannon, no, it's a Garatina. So I come with a Muk here, and I'm going to farm up a lot of energy because fast move are not threatening to me. This could be Dragon Claw, and no, it's Ancient Power. So opponent is running Ancient Power. Many of the Garatina user uh, runs the Ancient Power because of Talonflame and Charizard. And the another advantage of running Ancient Power is it just boosts your attack and defense as well whenever it is used, but it's not 100%. It's like around 30-20% chance of getting this boost. So I'm not going to throw here energy. I'm just going to farm him down because it's too low on health, and this might be a overkill. So I'm not going to throw any of his energy. I'm just going to keep farming energy, and Garatina gets out. And I throw Hydro Cannon. I just hard swap it. This Hydro Cannon will do good amount of damage. It won't KO. An opponent is getting low on his health, so I'm going to let it go because I have a Talonflame which can just with one incinerate can KO this Sandslash. So I reach Hydro Cannon. This might get me the shield or the KO. I'm happy with both of the situation, so I get the shield. I'm going to throw one incinerate so that I can KO the Sandslash. I'm not going to shield now as well. And this Ice Punch is not enough. So here comes the Ampharos. Now I'm in very big troubling situation. So I'm going to Flame Charge just to boost up my Incinerate attack. And I don't think Ampharos is going to shield here. He's going to save his shield. And he also keeps farming energy. And opponent reaches 2 moves. So I have 2 shield. I'm going to shield him. And I'm going to CMP tie on the next move. I have a shield stored, and I have a move stored on my Alolan Muk as well. So I'm going to shield and combo play to win this match. despite being a Ampharos at the back, which could have just destroyed my Talonflame. Just because I stored a move on my Alolan Muk, I was able to win the match. So remember guys, whenever you swap out, you should save your move. So hopefully you have enjoyed my video. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe my channel. And I will come with more such Ultra League teams. Thank you trainers. Have a good day. Bye.